The sun rose over Fort St. George this morning with a weight unlike any other in recent memory. For the people of Tamil Nadu, today wasn't just another Wednesday. It was the final hurdle in a political transition that many thought was impossible just a few years ago. We are witnessing the official solidification of the C. Joseph Vijay era, a day defined by a crushing legislative victory and a surprising swift administrative correction. The atmosphere inside the Tamil Nadu Legislative Assembly was electric, bordering on combustible. By 10 a.m., the galleries were packed and the air was thick with the scent of a shifting political tide. Chief Minister Vijay entered the house not just as a cinematic icon, but as a leader facing his first true trial by fire, the mandatory floor test. The tsunami of the 2026 election had landed him on the top seat. But today was the day he had to prove that the foundation of his government was built on more than just popular sentiment. The early hours were a masterclass in political theatre. The opposition, led by Udhayanidhi Stalin, did not hold back. The debates were sharp, centering on the core promises of the Tamil Nadu Victory Kazhagam and the immediate challenges of the state governance. But as the clock ticked towards afternoon, the strategy of the DMK became clear. In a final defiant stand, Udhayanidhi Stalin delivered a stinging critique of the new administration before leading a total walkout of the DMK and the DMDK members. Their absence left a void in the benches, but it cleared the path of what was to come. At exactly 1:51 p.m., the speaker called for the vote. The silence in the hall was deafening as the count began. When the final tally was announced, the result was a resounding declaration of stability. With 144A votes, CM Vijay didn't just pass the test, he dominated it. This wasn't just a victory of the TVK alone, it was of the coalition of the willing, allies from the left and the VCK standing firm, bolstered by a dramatic 25-member defection from the AIADMK camp led by SP Velumani. In that moment, the narrative of a fragile government was dismantled. The mandate was no longer just a trend on social media, it was a recorded constitutional fact. However, the leader's strength isn't just measured by how they win, but by how they listen. While the victory in the assembly was unfolding, a different kind of storm was brewing over a specific administrative choice. The appointment of Ricky Radhan Pandit Vetrivel as the officer on special duty for political affairs had sent shockwaves through the political spectrum. Vetrivel was a man known for his decades of astrological consultation for the elite. This became a lightning rod for criticism. Allies who had just voted for the CM, specifically the VCK and the left parties, raised immediate concerns. They argued that a government built on promise of progress and rational administration could not afford the optics of celestial guidance in the corridor of power. The opposition was even more blunt, mocking the appointment as a glaring sign of insecurity. Leading the charge, DMDK General Secretary Premalata Vijaykanth launched a scathing attack on the Chief Minister's initial choice for OSD.
அதே போல அரசு குடும்பத்தில் இருந்து நான் வந்தவன் இல்லை என்று முதல்வர் சொல்லும் பொழுது வரவேற்றார்கள் அனைவரும். ஆனால் இன்றைக்கு அவருடைய ராஜகுருவாக இருப்பவரை மிஸ்டர் ரத்தன் பண்டிட் என்பவரை அரசியல் சிறப்பு அதிகாரியாக அரசு வேலையில் அமர்த்தியதை ஒட்டுமொத்த தமிழக மக்கள் சார்பாக வன்மையாக இந்த வரலாற்று சிறப்பு மிக்க அவையில் நான் அதை குறிப்பிட கடமைப்பட்டிருக்கிறேன். அப்படி உங்களுக்கு ராஜகுருவா இருந்தா உங்க பர்சனலா அவரை வச்சுக்கணும். பட் அவரை அரசு உயர் பதவியிலே கொண்டு இளைஞர்களை நம்பி மக்கள் வாக்களிச்சிருக்காங்க.
However, in a striking ideological twist, BJP leader Dr. Tamil Soundararajan emerged as an unexpected defender.
No, first of all, I think he was considered not only for his astrological talent, for his basic qualification. If it is so, additionally, astrology qualification cannot be considered as a disqualification because he should be considered for his basic other qualification, which is they considered for the OSD charge. So I don't know. So only as for a criticism, so that revoking it is not correct because if he has been appointed for his additional qualification, if having astrology as an additional qualification, it's not a disqualification, it cannot be taken. And before criticizing him, instead of criticizing him, most of them were criticizing the Sanatan Dharma and they were criticizing the art of astrology, but they are all following the art of astrology. So instead of criticizing him for the post, they were all started criticizing the astrology indirectly and in a very silent way, in a hidden way. They are all following the astrology. They are following this right time. And I can challenge no DMK MLA or any other MLA filed their nomination in a wrong time, in a bad time. So it is wrong to criticize the art of astrology. That is my opinion. And another thing, okay, this he revoked. And the alliance partners cannot take a stand for each, and they can put a pressure on the chief minister for what all they don't want, because Vijay has come to give us change. So I can boldly say most of the changes the DMK, the Congress won't accept, the Communists won't accept, the VCK won't accept. So when he is budging like that, then it will create a very big confusion in the government.
What happened next, however, became the most telling indicator of Vijay's leadership style. He didn't dig in his heels, nor did he hide behind a spokesperson. Within 90 minutes of winning the trust vote, the chief minister executed a decisive pivot. By 2:30 p.m., a government order was issued, officially revoking Vetrivel's appointment. In one swift stroke, Vijay signaled that while he values his personal circle, his commitment to the secular and rational expectations of his allies and the public takes absolute precedence. It was a tactical masterstroke that effectively neutralized a massive opposition talking point before the sun had even set. As the news of both the legislative win and the OSD revocation hit the streets, the celebrations were unparalleled. From the victory rallies in Salem to the crowded streets of Chennai, the TVK cadre transformed the state into a sea of yellow and maroon. They weren't just celebrating a man, they were celebrating the birth of a stable, responsive government. Today, May 13, 2026, we saw the two faces of the new chief minister. The strategist who can command a majority in the house, and the pragmatist who knows when to course correct to maintain the trust of his partners. The victory in TVK was tested by fire today, and by all accounts, it has emerged stronger, leaner, and more determined than ever. The mandate is firm, the office is organized, and for CM Vijay, the real work of governing Tamil Nadu has only just begun.